Hi, this is Eric Martin.
One
No?
more time.
Okay. Hi, this is Eric Martin with BoardGameGeek. I'm here with Rich Gain from Japanime Games, looking at 3 titles that they are releasing in 2018. Rich, I don't know which one you want to start with.
Okay, well, we'll start with Terrifying Girl Disorder. This is from game designer Kuro, did our Alice Manic game. It's one of big Japanese and the new Japanese game designers. It's a unique little game. It's based off a 1980s live-action Japanese TV show
Okay.
where the girls have been afflicted by a disease where they lose their memory. And you're all trying to figure out which one of you, which girl you are. And so it has an interesting drafting mechanic where you actually lay out the cards in a circle. You draft the cards. You place a token to draft the cards.
Okay.
The first player gets to choose the direction of the draft. And you're trying to create sets. At the end of the game, you have a victory points based on which girl you are. But to see which girl you are, you have to have the most of that girl. So sometimes some girls, the more you have, the better.
Okay.
Some girls, the least you have, the better. And some girls, the most median you have is the better. And there's even a girl that if you aren't any of the other girls, which is really hard to do, that you can be. So it takes a couple gameplays through, and you'll learn.
Which is not unusual for
Right.
Kuro.
Right, and you'll learn that the subtle strategies. Each girl has their own special effects, and you can play them for that. There's a lot of restrictions on which girls you can play. You can also steal girls from other people, and so you might have this grand plan, but after the 5th round of drafting, what you thought was your plan is now completely different. So you have to adapt and change your strategy as you play.
Okay.
So
All right.
quick little
player
game.
count on it?
3 to 6.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
And this will be releasing along with the other games I'm showing within the next month.
Okay.
So next little one here is another one from Japan, hence Japanime Games. This is called Demon Worker. It's a great little worker placement game where you're playing one of the Lords of Hell, because the Lord of Hell has died, or the King of Hell has died, and so you want to have the most evil points to become the next King of Hell.
Okay.
So you play characters like Beelzebub, Satan, and other various Lords of Hell. You're using various workers. You start with a basic human worker,
Okay.
and then you can hire. So the first round of the game is a draft, where everybody has a hand of 6 cards. You hire your workers, and it's very specific in the rules. You have to say, hired, place it down, pass the cards to your left, and so you draft your workers. And that's once. You don't do that ever again. So you have all your workers for the rest of the game as your hand, and then you're going to take them workers and you're going to assign them to various workplaces in Hell. And these workplaces in Hell generate resources, also generate, as you're playing, you're trying to accumulate your secret plans. This is a Japanese edition, so everything's in Japanese, but it's mostly symbol driven. We'll have the English version, of course.
Right.
But these are your secret plans that everybody doesn't know at the end. If you can accumulate these tokens at the end, you get that many victory points. So at the end, there's a lot of surprises. You can also use your workers to earn victory points at the end if you save some money to feed them. If they're not fed, they die, and you don't get any victory points for them.
Okay.
Quick little game, plays about 20-25 minutes. A lot of unique characters. You never use all the workers, so you're never going to see all the workers. You never can rely on certain workers to show up even because the deck is big enough.
Okay.
So again, $20 or $30 price point, should be out within a month.
Okay. So April 2018.
Yep. And the last one is a bluffing game, small little bluffing game from actually from Spain, but with a Japanese theme. It's you're all ninja clans because the daimyo has died. You're trying to be the next great daimyo. And as you play, you're going to play various weapons, and everybody has 4 different types of weapons. And when you play the weapons, though, you play the weapons face down. And so if I were to play this on you, I'm going to say I'm playing a shuriken on you. After everybody has 3 cards in front of them, then the first player in the turn, which will be marked by the meeple, will then reveal 2 of their cards, their choice. If those cards match, and of course that was not shurikens, that was Sai,
Okay.
but if those 2 cards match, then you take 1 point of damage.
Okay.
But you now have a 3rd card, and this is where there's a press your luck type situation. 2 things ninjas don't do, or 2 bad things that to be when you're a ninja. Plotting against the enemy is forbidden, and being incompetent. So, if the 2 don't match, like in this case, and I reveal the 3rd one and it still doesn't match, all the players who play cards on me, because they're incompetent, and again, you have to yell this out loud before you do it, they each take a point of damage you take done. But if you happen to reveal the second card and it does match another one, or the third card,
Right.
You then take damage where you normally won't.
Okay.
The other situation is you can declare plotting where everybody's plotting against you. And so if the third card you show up matches the first two that match, then everybody who played cards on you take a point of damage instead of you taking any.
Okay.
But if it doesn't, you take 2 points of damage.
Accusing
last-
others of it.
right.
Actually.
This is
Okay.
for a false accusation.
Right.
When the game ends when only one player has life yet, but nobody's eliminated, so you're always playing. But you just, if you lose all your life, you can't become the next daimyo.
Okay. And that is Shinobi. Also
Shinobi.
due out in 2018.
2018,
April
yep,
2018. Okay. Thank
That's
you,
it.
Rich, for the
Yep.
quick overview.
Thank you.